going to be singing an arrangement of Be Thou My Vision by Fernando Ortega. Riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old mill. He had a French cocked hat on his forehead, a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of claret velvet, and breeches of brown doe skin. They fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to the thigh, and he rode with a jeweled twinkle. His pistol let a twinkle, his rapier hilt a twinkle under the jeweled sky. Over the hovels he clattered and clashed in darkened water. He tapped with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair. And dark under the night, a stable wicket creaked, where Tim the ostler listened. His face was white and peeled. His eyes were hollows of madness, his hair like moldy hay. But he loved the landlord's daughter, the landlord's red-lipped daughter. Dumb as a dog he listened, And he heard the robber say, "One kiss, my bonny sweetheart, for I'm after a prize tonight. But I shall be back with the yellow gold before the morning light. Yet, if they press me sharply and carry me through the day, then look for me by moonlight, watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way." He rose upright in his stirrups. He scarce could reach her hand, but she loosened her hair in the casement. His face burned like a brand as the black cascade of perfume came tumbling over his breast. And he kissed his waves in the moonlight, those sweet black waves in the moonlight. Then he tugged at his rein in the moonlight and galloped away to the west. He did not come in the dawning, he did not come at noon. An hour of the tawny sunset before the rise of the moon, when the road was a gypsy's ribbon looping the purple moor. A redcoat troop came marching, marching, marching. King George's men came marching up to the olden door. They said no word to the landlord, they drank his ale instead. But they gagged his daughter and bound her to the foot of her narrow bed. Two of them mounted her casement with muskets at their side. And there was death at every window, and hell at one dark window. Her best could see through the casement the road that he would ride. They had tied her up to attention with many a sneering jest. They had bound a musket beside her with the barrel beneath her breast. "Now keep good watch," and he kissed her. She heard the dead man say, "Look for me by moonlight, watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way." She twisted her hands behind her, but all the knots held good. She writhed with her hands till her fingers were wet with sweat or blood. They stretched and strained in the darkness, and the hours crawled by like years, till now, on the strip of midnight, cold on the strip of midnight, the tip of one finger touched her. The trigger, at least, was hers. The tip of one finger touched it. She stood looking over the rest. Up she stood, up to attention, with the barrel beneath her breast. She would not risk her hearing. She would not strive again, for the road lay bare in the moonlight, blank and bare in the moonlight. And the blood of her veins in the moonlight throbbed to her love's refrain. Titter-lock, titter-lock, titter-lock. Had they heard it? The horse was screaming clear. Titter-lock, 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 titter-lock in the distance. Were they deaf that they did not hear? Down the ribbon of moonlight, over the brow of the hill, the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The redcoats slipped to their climbing. She stood up straight and still. The red titter-lock, titter-lock in the frosty silence, titter-lock, titter-lock in the echoing night. Nearer he came and nearer. Her face was like the light. Her eyes grew wide for a moment. She drew one last deep breath. Then her finger moved in the moonlight. The musket shadowed the moonlight, shadowed her breast in the moonlight, and warned him with her death. He turned. He spurred to the west. He did not know who stood, bowed her head with a musket, drenched with her own red blood. Not till the dawn he heard it. His face grew gray to hear how best the landlord's daughter had watched for her love in the moonlight and died in the darkness there. Back he spurred like a madman, shrieking a curse to the sky, with the white road smoking behind him and his rapier brandished high. Blood red were his spurs of the golden noon, wine red was his velvet coat. And they shot him down on the highway, down like a dog on the highway. And he lay in his blood on the highway, with a bunch of lace at his throat. And still in the winter's night, they say, when the wind is in the trees, when the moon's the ghostly galleon tossed across out of the sea, and rolls a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, a highwayman comes riding, riding, riding. A highwayman comes riding up to the olden door. Over the cobbles he clatters and flames in the darkened yard. He taps with his whip on the shutters, but all is locked and barred. He whistles a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair.